This boy was left behind by his brother at an orphanage. Because of that, he hated his brother for a full 20 years. It was not until his brother passed away that he finally learned. His brother left him behind so he could escape their abusive father. Completely overwhelmed by guilt and regret, Tae-young made his way to a bar in a daze. Only then did the truth that came far too late finally come together, and he finally realized, on the day his brother died in a car accident, why he kept calling him again and again. His brother had learned that their father was about to be released, and wanted to tell him the truth about how he had protected him back then. But at the time his heart was filled with resentment toward his brother, and he would not even answer a single call. Not even once did he give his brother who had protected him his whole life a chance to explain. In fact, on the day of his brother's wedding, Tae-young had secretly gone there too, but he only dared to hide in a corner, thinking only that he hoped his brother was not doing well. Back then he had no idea that this would be the last time he ever saw his brother. Meanwhile, little Yujo saw that it had started to rain outside, and he refused to go to sleep for a long time. He was too little to understand the complicated issues between adults, but with the purest instinct, he could clearly sense the sadness in his uncle's heart. Inside his tiny little heart was nothing but longing for his uncle. A whole night passed and Tae-young still did not come home. Not only was Hyunjong worried about him, even little Yujo had a droopy little face, and looked completely down. That night Tae-young came home dragging his exhausted body, and Hyunjong had already prepared a table full of hot food for him. Looking at how lost he had seemed these past few days, Hyunjong spoke first. Her voice was gentle and full of concern. She told Tae-young she knew how much he had suffered because of his father, and that if his heart was hurting he did not have to carry it alone. He could lean on her anytime. They were family after all, and family should talk to each other and support each other. But the word family pierced Tae-young like a needle. He quietly repeated the word, his voice full of bitterness and despair, saying that he did not have any such thing as family. Hyunjin quickly argued back and asked how he could think that. Even if his father had deeply hurt him, were she and little Yujo not his family too? But by then Tae-young was already trapped in guilt and self-doubt. He could not figure out what family was supposed to mean. He had once tried to trust the father who claimed to be family again, but in the end Hyunjong got hurt because of it. He felt that if from the very beginning, he had not expected anything from family ties, none of this would have happened. The helplessness in his heart left him struggling to breathe. Watching Tae-young walk back to his room in silence, Hyunjong was full of heartache but still did not know how to comfort him. In truth, after going through his father's deception, he did not know how to face Hyunjin and little Yujo. But from beginning to end he had never once thought of leaving the home he had long accepted as his own. But fate always seems to play tricks. Then Park Yoon-jin suddenly called, and after that Tae-young often came home very late. Meanwhile, little Yujo at home missed his uncle so much that he threw little fits every day.